I was thinking this morning about the idea that everybody's focused on the end of time. It's the end. The end is coming. The end is near. And as a result of this idea of the end is near, the end is near. I mean, you got a bunch of people. I'm not against this whatsoever. Matter of fact, I'm for it. But you have a lot of people prepping to get ready for the end, and they should, because the word prep just means prepare. And of course, there's some differences. I want to kind of mention a couple of things. There's a difference between the end of the reign of a nation and the end of days, or may I say or the end of time, or the last days. So America, Russia, China, France, England, all these countries, they are nations. They're countries, and countries rise and fall. So you can actually say that if you are a member of a particular country and that country fell, you could say, man, it was over for us. So does that mean that the country stopped existing? No, that's not what it meant. So let's say, for instance, when France was ruling and France got defeated, France, they said, well, it's over for France. It doesn't mean that France stopped existing. As a matter of fact, let's just look at the biblical places. Yah destroyed Egypt. So basically, you could say it was over for Egypt. It didn't mean that the world didn't keep going. He crushed Babylon. He crushed the Romans. And of course, I think you get my point. So, if America was somehow to be defeated by enemies, that would not mean the end of the world. I hope you see that. That's not the end of the world. Now, it might be the end of America as we know it, which in that case, prepping would be good. I mean, of course, if things are not going to continue as they are, and you're able to have some land or grow some food and take care of your family, and then you probably won't be as affected as those who live, say, like in the inner city where they don't have, land and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, that would be considered the end of a nation, but not necessarily the end of the world. Second thing, people talk about, and they're really getting all excited about, is the end of time. You hear a lot of stuff about the last days and the mark of the beast and that sort of thing. And of course, while it is real, let me just say something. There is nothing that anyone can do to stop that from happening. That's going to happen. Everything that the Bible, the Holy Manuscript, has said is going to happen. It's going to happen. There's going to be a one world government, which pretty much it already is. There's going to be a one world currency, which pretty much is almost already is. There's going to be a one world religion, which pretty much it is. I've been telling people that forever. There's only those who follow Torah and those who don't. So everybody on planet Earth who don't follow Torah, they are all in the same category of man-made religion. Whereas everybody who follows Torah are of course, they are in the relationship or the covenant relationship with the Creator. So those are the only two. So really, we have a one world government. They're all connected. You got those who are with Torah and those that are not. It's all going to come down to that. And of course, all of the events are going to happen. You can't stop those things. Praying about it and fasting about it and trying to, I don't care what you do. You're not going to stop the end of time, because when Yah started time in the beginning, he also had an end date to it. So just wanted to put that out there. So should we be worried about the the end of the United States of America, those of us who live here? I guess sort of, maybe. I mean, that's not our business. We're not running that. Especially the House of Judah. We're not running this nation. We're not pulling the strings. So no, don't be tripping out over that. Second thing is, can you stop the end of time? Should you be worried about that? No, not really. I think it would be wise to prepare yourself for what's getting ready to come down the pike. I know that, I will say. I mean, hey, you better start getting ready for the day when those of us who are believers are going to be executed for our faith, and jailed and beaten and all the stuff that the Bible says is going to happen. Is going to happen. You can't pray that away. I would say, yeah, prepare yourself to handle that, for sure. But the day you really need to be worried about is not the end of this nation or the end of a nation or the end of time. The day you should be worried about more than anything else is the judgment day. Yep. I use the word nobody want to hear. Judgment. That's the day. That is the terrible and awesome day, is that day of judgment. When the king sits on his throne and judges. And in that particular day, you're not going to be standing before a bunch of friends and family who can stand up and plead your case and all that kind of stuff. No, you're going to have to meet the judge face to face. And you're going to have to give an account of the deeds done. You're not talking about giving an account of what you believed. You're going to give an account of what deeds were done. Because the Holy Manuscript says, in no uncertain terms, to be doers of the word and not hearers only. Can't just hear about Torah and feel like, oh, I got it. Can't just hear the gospel and be like, oh man, I'm good. You just can't hear messages of warning and think that just hearing it is going to get you off the hook when it comes to the judge. The judgment will be deed-based. Now, having said that, I'm not getting all into that thing of trying to work for your salvation, because we got that thing so messed up. But I just want you to know that you will be judged according to the deeds that were done in your body. And all those, you can search what I'm saying and see whether or not the judgment is connected to works. The judgment is connected to deeds. See whether or not the judgment is connected to what you did or did not do for our King and his kingdom. Shalom.